What is community?
A group of people together, living in the same environment, I guess.
A large group of people in a small area, and everybody knows each other. Kind of like Cheers. Yeah, that's a community.
It's a group of people working for the greater good of everybody.
It's a place where people interact, where they live, and try to get along with each other, and sometimes don't work out so very well, with wars and stuff.
A group of people who have the same different values and backgrounds and can come together and work together.
It's the group of people that you spend most time with and identify most with.
True community would be just people who share every aspect of life together and share resources and deep relationships.
Community depends on the community where we live, it should be helpful to the people where we live in the community. So for example, if I live in a community which is very helpful to me, I will say that's a good one. If I don't like the people where I live around, then I might not like that community.
A community is a hard thing to define. Even sociologists admit that the definitions used in common practice are not all-inclusive. Broadly, we can define community as a connection between people who have similar values. This can come from living in the same city, going to the same school, or from having the same obsession over Star Trek trivia. What is a utopia?
I don't know.
Perfect land, like Nirvana, like the epitome of where you would want to be. It could be real, it could be not. You could be in your living room, that could be your utopia, but it's whatever you feel the most at home and at peace at.
Utopia is a society that's perfect and everyone gets along together.
Like a place where everybody has understanding with each other and accepts each other. There's a lot of open-minded people and everything. It's not really the place or the paradise, the way that the land around you is. It's the relationships between the people that make it a utopia or hell.
Nothing's wrong, everything's perfect.
Is a perfect society. Largely, utopian philosophers say that it would result in something very much like communism or socialism.
Place of calm and serenity.
A utopia is a society in which there is no strife, there is no war, there is no conflict, there is no free will. You exist merely because you exist. You get along, you do your job, you help other people. It's boring.
Society where there would be justice for all people, I guess, and opportunity to achieve people's own happiness.
A utopia is defined as a place of perfection in laws, government, and social conditions. While it might seem difficult to find an example of such a place, throughout history there have been many groups who have been referred to as utopias. The Shakers, the Owenites, the Mormons, the California Theosophists, the Twin Oaks Community, the Acorn Community, the Rappites, the Zorites, the Koreshan Unity, the Oneida, to only name a few. The formation of these utopian societies has been driven by various philosophical, economic, and religious beliefs. Like so many other utopias, the Oneida group was founded on religious beliefs, specifically the belief of perfectionism, the idea of being able to create heaven on earth. Also, like many other utopias, the Oneida utilized communalism. All members of the community had an equal share of work and goods. However, in the case of the Oneida, this communal sharing extended to sexual partners, which eventually brought the criticism of the outside world and discontented the monogamous feelings within the group, leading to the society's downfall. Utopias today. The urge to create a utopian society is not only ancient history. While groups like the Oneida are long gone, some groups are still striving in their own way to achieve the same goal of perfection. So can utopias arise from community?
Oh, no. So scary. This community is so scary now with disasters and no.
I think so, yes, but it would have to be a community of really closely knit people that get along very well and are all open-minded and accept each other pretty good.
I don't think so, because my students, they come in off the streets every day, and half of them don't even have a home to call their own, and there's just fights all the time, and everyone's so selfish these days that we can't get along enough to love each other enough to create a perfect society.
As a utopia as possible? Not in this lab, honey. Imperfect people trying to lead imperfect people? Think that's possible? For a perfect society? I don't think so. Only way we can get a perfect society, well, that's only in heaven.
Yeah, I think something close to that. Utopia just seems like a word that's like really far out, but yeah, I do think that like communities can like move a lot closer to that than they are now.
No, a utopian's just a fictional idea. It's like Superman. You know, as people we talk about this perfectional ideal, but people don't go there. People always have positive and negative traits, and communities are the same way. They're always going to have positive and negative traits, and there's just nothing you can do about it.
That'll never happen because nobody can agree.
Whether you believe in the possibility of a true utopian society or not, there are still communities which stand out above others. Communities that have withstood the test of time and still embody the same valued traits of equality, justice, unity, and freedom. Whether perfection in these categories can be achieved or not, communities are not likely to stop their endeavors to create a better place to live in for themselves and for future generations.